Okay, hello everybody. This will be a debate on whether or not Spotify or Apple Music is superior. Remy, Abrams, raise your hand, will be supporting the Apple Music side, and Marcus Newman will be supporting the Spotify side. There we go. So we're going to start off with opening statements. Each side will have 1 minute to speak, and then we will go through three rounds of 1 minute long debate, and then 1 minute closing statements. And I, the judge, will decide based on the arguments alone which one is superior. Okay, so we'll be starting with Apple Music, which is Remy. We'll have your opening statement. You may begin.
Thank you very much, moderator Angelina. Okay, so to begin with, Apple Music, you have the ability to do karaoke. And let me say that, let me explain that a little bit more. So when you have Apple Music, you can connect it to Apple TV, which means on any screen that you have in your house, if you have Apple TV, you're able to get Apple Music on the screen. And when you get it on the screen, most, if not all, of the songs have the album and the lyrics following the words. Therefore, karaoke at any time. I do it every night. Not everyone does, but I do. And also, when it shows you the lyrics on the screen, and also on your phone, when it just like shows you lyrics or whatever, you can see the writers at the end, and you typically never know the writers of a song. Typically, you have, Ariana Grande, and you think Ariana Grande wrote the song and sings the song, but really she has 8 other people writing it, and Apple Music allows that to be broadcast.
Thank you. Your time has elapsed.
I don't believe so. Anyway, to keep going, Apple Music has a unique feature which is called Connect, and it lets you connect with musicians and artists with pictures and backstage videos and videos into the music videos, like how they work and everything like that. So,
okay. Yeah, thank you. Disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful.
Marcus, the Spotify side, your opening statement. You have 1 minute. Your time is beginning now.
Spotify. Okay, so Apple Music initially wasn't a platform. It was basically like you had to purchase all your songs. They were like $1.30 each, whatever it was. Spotify has been a music streaming service for a lot longer, so it's had a lot more time to develop its service. As a result, it's also the most personalized music listening experience you will ever have. Basically, this might be off-putting to some people, but they remember your music and your choices and what you like to listen to, and it'll create playlists for you based on it, and it'll just remember your listening habits, and it'll just make the listening experience of using Spotify much more personable than anything Apple Music has to offer.
Okay, thank you. So we will now be entering into our first round of debate with a topic. This topic will be user interface. Yes. We'll be talking about how attractive the app is itself and how easy to navigate it is. We'll be returning to the Apple Music contestant, which is Remy Abrams. Remy, you have 1 minute.
Got it. Starting now.
Go.
Okay, so when you go onto the app on your phone, for example, which I'm doing right now, there are 5 different places to go. Search, library, radio, browse, listen now. If you go to library, I have all of my playlists here organized. I have a lot. And then you go to search, you can search anything, and they give you a bunch of, one, it's attractive, look at it. And they give you a bunch of different type of playlists that aren't personalized because they're not, necessarily watching everything you do like Spotify, but they have, like, if you hit the pop thing, you have all of these different types of artists and playlists that they have. And also when you hit radio, you can get the Beats One radio, which is probably one of the service's most celebrated features. And you can have that without purchasing Apple Music. So you can get that for free. And also you can get a 3-month free trial on Apple Music to have all of these features. There you go.
Thank you. Your time has elapsed.
Yeah.
Okay. Spotify, Marcus, you may.
All right, I'm gonna come right out of the gate and saying the majority of the things you just listed that Apple Music has, Spotify has too. My library, all my playlists, you can search, and you got like a nice array of different things that looks very nice too. You got all your things there. I'm gonna bring up one point. I've used both services. I did the 3-month free for trial of Apple Music. It was fine, whatever. I didn't stick with it. Went back to Spotify. Something that really bugs me about Apple Music, I just can never figure out how to add music to my queue. And I'm sure people who use Apple Music a lot have figured out how to do it by now. But it was always a problem for me. There's a play next button, and then there's like a add up to next, and it just never worked. And it always drove me insane. And I didn't figure out why it didn't work. Yeah, that's a big point for me on why Apple Music is no good. But I also think Spotify just looks so like clean. It looks less like convoluted than Apple Music. Everything's spaced out appropriately, and everything has its own little like section and corner that makes sense. Whereas Apple Music seems to be a lot more jumbled and hard to navigate through.
May I respond?
No.
Okay.
You will have a rebuttal on all of the points after right before closing statements. Okay. Okay. So our next topic will be how easy it is to share your music with others using these platforms. Apple Music, you have 1 minute.
Thank you very much. So since Apple Music is baked into the company ecosystem of Apple, you have like tighter integration with Apple's other systems like Siri. So on my phone right now, I could say, Siri, play this, and then Apple Music will come up and it will be that. And starting with that, when you think about sharing your music, if you have Apple TV, it's integrated with your Apple, which is integrated with your family plan. So automatically all of your playlists can be shared with your family. And you can also have, when you have an account on Apple Music, you, like for example, when you go to my account, I have a bunch of playlists and a bunch of followers. People can follow my account to get all of my playlists. I can follow their account to get their playlists. I can add their playlist to my playlist and all of that. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Spotify, you have 1 minute.
All right, Spotify. One thing, sharing music with others, one thing on Spotify stands over anything that Apple Music has to offer. It's been a recent discussion point for us because we're working on this music package. Collaborative playlists. Start a playlist. Anybody who's, maybe owns it, has the ability to add to the playlist, remove from the playlist, do whatever they want, change the title, change the image. So right off the bat, that's a big thing. Collaboration, big thing on Spotify. Something else, I don't know if Apple Music offers this, but I definitely know Spotify offers it. You could see all your you could like add a friend on Spotify.
Yes, and you can do that on Apple Music. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm just telling you.
Can you see the music they're listening to?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's fair. So Apple Music has the same feature. Also, don't know if Apple Music has this. I just always find this really cool. If I search something, if I search a name, like you'll get all the artists, obviously. You search up Kanye West, you'll get Kanye West. But then if there's a user named Kanye West who's just like a regular guy who's not Kanye West making playlists for himself, you'll be able to see his profile, the music he listens to. You could do that with any single user on the entire Spotify platform, not just artists.
Your time has elapsed. Okay. Now entering into our third topic round, which is a surprise to both of the contestants, will be how much does it cost? What can you argue for your cost? Do you guys both know the costs?
I know of the cost. I know it costs money, you know.
Okay. So we'll scratch that. We'll scratch that round.
No, but it's valid.
I'm more than willing to argue the costs.
Yeah, no, it's valid.
Like you guys, just the cost in general, why it costs. It would just help if you knew like one is $12 a month and one is $11 a month. Like,
well, let me start with this.
Okay. Wait, Apple Music, you have 1 minute. Begin.
Let me start with this. Wait, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a brain fart, and I'm going to need you to restate everything you just said.
Well,
Cost. Got it. Okay. So when you look at Spotify, when you go on Spotify and you don't have an account or anything, you have a free account, you go on and you hit a song, for example. You hit a playlist. And you can listen to maybe one song, you don't like the song. You hit skip. You hit skip again, hit skip again, hit skip again, and now you can't skip anymore. So you have all these ads and all these commercials, and you can't skip to a song that you want. That's so frustrating when all you're trying to do is just listen to music in the car. If you're going on a 5-minute car ride and you have all these commercials, you're not going to get to listen to a song because it'll just be filled with commercials. So when you get the Apple Music, you're guaranteed consistent listening to music as well as more access to music. And so Apple Music, just saying from the get, the catalog is just simply bigger than Spotify's.
False.
No, it's not false. The first party Apple service has 45 million songs and Spotify has about 30 million. And it's close for sure, but that goes to show you that Apple Music is ahead of the game rather than Spotify in getting the music onto the platform faster, which correlates to why you would want to spend more money on it. And also the feature of having the lyrics and being able to put it on any TV in your house.
Thank you. Your time has elapsed. I might just, a point of inquiry directed towards you, Apple Music. If you are not subscribed for Apple Music, are the features limited in any way? Are they limited?
If you don't pay and you're on a 3-month trial, you can get everything. And
when that trial ends, though, is it the same way that Spotify is when you are not paying?
When the trial ends, you can get a bunch of the radio. Sorry, that was me trying it out. You can get a bunch of the radio stations like Beats One for free, but it is you have to get the app. You have to pay for the app.
Understood. Okay, so you were okay. I'll allow Spotify to take over with the argument.
Yeah, I don't
Spotify.
need questions here.
You have 1 minute. I need clarification as the judge. Okay.
I'm gonna bring down the house right now.
I'm sorry, the house is already down.
I'm not so sure about that. When your 3-month Apple Music trial expires, there's no listening at all anymore. There's no listening. You're done.
The radio.
There's no personalized music once your 3-month trial's up. Spotify, my trial's up. All right, at least I still have all my playlists, all my songs. I can listen to them. Maybe there's some ads. Maybe I don't have unlimited skips, but at least I could still listen to my music.
That's a valid point. But are you listening to your music if you're listening half the time to other people's commercials? No, you're not.
Far from half the time.
Okay, excuse me. That's a violation on behalf of.
You are so biased against me right now. I'm going to take this up with her.
Spotify has never cut you off in the middle of an argument. He still has 15 seconds to listen to you.
I think I should be given extra time because half of my time was interrupted.
Unfortunately,
agreed. You have an extra 15 seconds. You have 20 seconds.
You're literally the Spotify ad that's cutting off the song, you know?
That's my point exactly. And am I annoying? Sure. That's my point.
Just to clarify, fair. You were annoying before that.
No.
Fair, okay. Price point, Apple Music. I'm not so sure about the price point. I will say, though, Spotify has, I think, like 5 to 6 different plans that you could choose from. There's like a single plan, there's a double, there's a family plan, there's a student plan, bunch of different options, big variety. Yeah.
Also, point of inquiry directed to Spotify, just to be equal. Isn't it true that through Spotify, users who are subscribed to Spotify Premium can get Hulu for free?
I wasn't aware of that, but if it's true, I need to check that out immediately.
And also, might I just say, I'm not being biased or anything, but I've been informed that Spotify offers student discounts, which brings the price point lower than that of Apple Music.
Yes, that's the student plan.
Let me rebuttal that because it's now 2 against 1. Actually, when you say, look here, so I'm looking it up right now, so it's all factual. I know you
can't read any of that, but okay.
I know. They do give a student discount at Apple Music. You get individual, there's family plan, individual plan, and a student plan.
What is the student plan? Can you actually just find the prices for both?
Yeah, the student plan is $5 a month.
Oh.
Same with Spotify.
I think the Spotify for my brother is like $4 a month.
It's $4.99.
Yeah, it's $4.99.
So extra penny, that's a difference.
What is a single subscription to Apple Music? How much is that?
Like individual plan?
Baseline,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I wanted to know.
$9.99 a month.
Okay, so it seems like the prices for both of these are pretty in line with each other.
Yeah.
However, all right.
Question, can you listen to Spotify offline?
Yeah, you can download. If you have premium?
Question. No, I'm just saying not premium.
Off, like if you have no connection whatsoever?
Yeah.
No. You can't listen to Apple Music if you don't have connection either.
Can you download songs on Spotify?
Yeah.
Library that you can play offline.
Yeah.
Okay, that was just a question, Marcus.
Okay, thank you. So now we'll be entering to the 1 minute rebuttal period where you can now take the arguments made by the other side and flip them your way. You have 1 minute.
Though I feel like I have already done that, I will go again. So Marcus made a few points about the collaboration and all of that, and I totally think that that's valid. But when you're listening to music, you don't necessarily need a personalized playlist. At least personally, I like to make my own playlist, and I have the ability to make as many as I want. And also a feature on Apple Music, if you have like a playlist on Spotify, for example, there is a way that you can transfer all of that to Apple Music and still add more to that playlist. So you can, the playlist that you have, you can just add on at any time. Therefore, I just think that for the same price and for the connection to the Apple ecosystem in general and Apple TV and having it all connected and having an Apple phone and saying, hey, play this song on Apple Music just to your Siri, I think it brings everything together. And
thank you. Your time has elapsed.
Same amount of money.
For Spotify, you have a 1 minute rebuttal point. You still have closing statements. You will still get more words in. You can stop screaming.
All right.
Spotify,
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot a little bit. The lyrics on Apple Music and really any streaming service has lyrics, and Spotify doesn't. Somewhere where it majorly faults, I'll admit it. However, that's just one thing. I would argue that Spotify has a leg up on Apple Music in every other category. Discovering new music, new artists is like the cornerstone of music streaming services, and Spotify just allows that to be incredibly easy and effective with the personalized playlist it makes for you and all the other things I mentioned. Just Apple Music is just not as easy to branch out.
Okay, I'm slowly, as Marcus is arguing, changing my opinion on whether or not I'm going to say which is better at the end. My bias is too strong, but I would like to bring up a couple points just so I can personally argue with Remy. I will still make a judgment, but based on this information, I need to bring this information to light.
Pause.
Pause.
This is a journalism platform, and we can't have any bias here. So if you want to have bias, you can leave the screen.
Just listen, ready? First of all, Apple Music is just that. It is Apple Music. You can't have it on Android. You can't have it on Samsung. Spotify, one size fits all. Second, Spotify does have lyrics. It's called Genesis lyrics. It tells you behind the scenes of making the song and the lyrics as well.
Playing with the beat.
It's not. I would love for Spotify to have the full lyrics. All right. That's a good point, though, Angelina. The behind the lyrics on Spotify, very entertaining and informative. Tells me things that I'm like, no way. I had no idea about a song or an artist. And it's just very cool to listen to behind the scenes facts while you're listening to music.
Okay, so now we'll be entering into closing statements. You have 30 seconds for a closing statement. Be concise, Remy Abrams.
That doesn't mean anything to her.
It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm going to say what I want to say.
Okay, 30 seconds starts now.
Okay, I think that listening to music is given a different meaning when you use Apple Music, because when you take that away, Angelina, when you use Apple Music and you have the lyrics in front of you as the beat's playing at the same time and you're watching both of it, you get a different understanding of the music because you know you connect the beat to the song, and you just see it's a better understanding for me personally. I sit there and I watch the lyrics because I fully absorb the information and the lyrics from Apple Music. Therefore, I think it is the best platform to listen to music because you're not listening, you are learning.
Thank you. Okay. Spotify, 30 seconds. You may start now.
Okay, whatever that learning is that you brought up, it doesn't give you behind the lyrics. It gives you the lyrics. It doesn't give you behind the lyrics.
It gives you behind the scenes of the music videos.
Who cares?
I care.
It's irrelevant.
Remy, you have to stop. You have to stop. Let him speak.
Okay, so Spotify, the OG service, the original, the first music stream. Spotify is the Netflix of music streaming. It was the first to come. It was, and just it's been able to develop itself so far beyond Apple Music. It's incredibly personalized and easy to navigate. However, it still looks good and it's fun to use, and the music. I don't know what you were saying about there being more music on Apple Music. I just don't think that's true. But yeah.
Thank
Closing
you.
points.
Okay. I will now come to a conclusion. Unbiased, okay?
That's false because you already
I believe that
stated.
based on the arguments made today, these services are so comparable and so equal that I cannot say one is better than the other. I think it is totally based up to user discretion, which you would prefer to use, because seriously, it's such a little difference between the two of them. They are almost complete mirrors, and whether or not Apple Music just copied everything from Spotify is irrelevant. It's irrelevant because they're both the same now, and that's all that matters. But however much you want to pay, if you have a Samsung and an Android, you really only have one option. It's Spotify.
So just get an Apple.
Apples are expensive, Remy. Not everybody has money for that.
I'm not saying if you want to get the whole Apple experience, getting Apple Music definitely adds to that. That's all I was saying.
The real winner today.
Spotify, you can if you don't have an Apple computer and you want Spotify on your computer, you can get it if you don't have to have Apple.
I'm sorry. Did you say this was not biased?
I already made my decision. I made my decision. I'm just saying other things that Marcus may or may not have mentioned.
You mean may have not?
Well, this is an informative piece. It's a debate. We're informing as we're debating. And I feel Marcus did not do the best job of debating, which is why he did not win.
Oh,
and Remy, you were very disruptive, and that lowered my confidence in you.
Okay, I was disruptive, but let me just say, I'm quite aggressive when it comes to things that I'm very passionate about. Very passionate about music. Therefore, I'm very passionate to the way in which I listen to music. So that's my apology. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Disruptive.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been decided. Apple Music and Spotify, completely comparable. Choose whichever you want. You're really not going to be missing out either way. This has been a, I don't know, how long has it been, like 15, 20-minute debate. I hope you enjoyed. Tune in next time.
For sure.
Goodbye.